Welcome back to Dinosaur Island's revival. Here we see Blaze and Shaman sleeping at the bottom of the cliff. It would seem when they fell down, they went unconscious, and they have not woken up since. Blaze is the first to wake up, but Shaman soon joins him. The two look at each other, prepared for a fight. But neither of them are hungry. There is no reason to fight. And so, Shaman walks away. As does Blaze. The two walk out of the valley in search of their packs and herds. Meanwhile, at the edge of the dark woodland, here we can see the scavengers and the Utahraptor pack finally breaking apart. Their agreement is over. They hunted down the ceratopsians. Although their hunt was not successful, they have enjoyed their time together. The leaders of the packs must meet for their agreement. The packs will now separate and go their separate ways. Fury then comes over to say goodbye to his friend that he has now known for 6 years. The Utahraptor pack now watches the scavengers leave as a new journey awaits both packs. A few hours later, we can see the pack is getting on very well. Cutlass is spending time with her son. Switchblade and Shredder are reminiscing about old times. Fred is watching the plains. However, Shadow has some dark thoughts going through his mind. Every one of Shadow's children have died, except for Dagger. That is why he wants his son to become the perfect leader of the pack. And hanging about with a Velociraptor is not the way of a Utahraptor. He wishes to resolve this so his son can be a better leader. Sadly, there is only one way to do so. Shadow has taken Fred and dropped him off a carcass of a Brachiosaurus. He isn't planning on killing Fred, but he needed to get rid of him so that his son could become stronger. He explains this to Fred, and Fred understands. He knows what must be done so that his son also can become stronger. This carcass, if untouched by predators, should keep Fred going for a long time. This is where Fred and Shadow say their final farewells. Shadow has now left Fred. He's all alone. Just him and this corpse. Although he knows it was the right thing to do, he needs to see his son again. And he intends to. Just so he can say goodbye. Meanwhile, at the Oasis, we're going to be checking up on our little friend, Greenclaw. Here we see Greenclaw, and he's very hungry. Ripsaw has not been able to catch him. He's been unsuccessful with his hunts, but so has Greenclaw. For weeks now, he's not eaten. For weeks now, he's not had the chance to hunt. No prey his size has stumbled across the Oasis for a while. It's time for him to migrate to the south. Greenclaw's not sure if he's ready to leave the protection and comfort of the Oasis. But his survival is more important. And so, he heads off in search of food, in search of new lands. Ripsaw watches his prey run off. He will now have to look for something else. Here we can see the misfit herd of herbivores is in the Great Divide, and they have made their way to a small cliff. They're looking for a way around it. The leader of the herd has sent the Minmi to go scout out an easy way up to the rest of the canyon. This cliff is actually the same cliff that the Ceratopsian herd fell off in Season 1. Here we can see Para and Freddy grazing together. They've become very good friends. In fact, one would call them best friends, at least for dinosaurs. The two have been doing well scouting together, keeping an eye on herbivores. But they can't be keeping an eye out all the time. So while they're eating, some things may happen. Here we see a Marigaya, a member of the herd, eating alone, far from the rest of the group. What he does not know is that he is being stalked by two ferocious predators. It's Rogue and Cleo, the mating pair of Ceratosaurus. Rogue is going to go in for the kill. But Cleo wants to help kill the Maragaya as well. But Rogue will not let her. Rogue has reserved this kill and all kills for himself. He enjoys the thrill. He tells Cleo to wait behind. And she does so, obediently. Rogue struggles to tear the jugular of the Maragaya, but in the end, succeeds. Cleo waits at the sidelines, waiting for her turn to eat. Rogue calls the shots in this duel. The Barapasaurus turns around. Doing a threat display to scare off the Ceratosaurus. And it works. The Barapasaurus is growing to get rather impatient, waiting to get over this cliff. He's now lost a member of his herd. Just in time, the Minmi comes up. He has found a way up. And so the herd follows the Minmi's directions. And now that they're gone, Rogue and Cleo can move in on their kill. Meanwhile, at the T-Rex pack, Sarah has returned from looking for Matthew, to no avail. She has not found her son. And so, Junior and Saber will go out and try to find him. Now, it is just Sarah and Tyrant, alone. Tyrant has almost everything he could ever ask for. A family, food, protection. But one thing he does not have is offspring. And now, he's in his old age. He doesn't have long left to live. Not long left on this world. And now he will look to make offspring with the nearest female he can find. That so happens to be Sarah, who already has a mate, Saber. Tyrant is doing a mating display, and Sarah accepts it. However, she's not stupid. She's going to use Tyrant and Saber, as Saber has been mating with her also, trying to make more offspring. She knows if she mates with Tyrant also, no matter whose offspring it is in the end, she will get a constant supply of food from both fathers. This will work well in her favor. Meanwhile, here we see the Dilophosaur pack, except for Barney, who's out scavenging for food to feed his little sister. The main reason he is scavenging and not Silas is because Vicky is dying. The infection has gotten so bad, she can no longer move. All she can do is wait. Meanwhile, Silas is taking care of his daughter. Silas keeps a wary eye out. Lately, he's been having some troubles from predators. It would seem the addition of their young new member to the pack has brought in a lot of life to the group. But where there is life, there is always death. It's Sawtooth. He's here for Vicky. He's noticed her, unable to move. A perfect meal. But Silas isn't ready to let his mate go. Silas has been knocked to the floor, unable to get up. Meanwhile, Sawtooth is heading for Vicky. Even he isn't enough to stop this titan. Vicky is dead. Silas can't believe what he's just seen. His mate is dead. His children scattered. He must fight for them now. Silas has now been taken down by Sawtooth. Although it looks like he was not successful, Silas has left his mark. Silas managed to tear out Sawtooth's eye. He's in excruciating pain and is distracted from the Dilophosaur pack. He wanders off to recover. Barney walks over to his father. Unable to get up, his father sends him away and tells him to look after his sister. He obeys his father's final request. And so Barney and his little sister walk off as they leave behind their dead mother and their dying father. Silas looks at his mate Vicky. He can now rest in peace, as he knows that his family's going to be okay, and that he can die looking at his mate. Silas heaves himself onto his mate and looks his killer in the eye one last time. And just like that, Silas passes away. Although Silas and Vicky are dead, their children still live on and have a fighting chance of survival.